Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Super Paper Mario. I am MegaFreak400, and last time we went to the Lion Lands, got our second Pure Heart. You would think it would be the first, but we already got the first one, gift wrapped to us at the beginning of the game. And now we are going to go visit Merlon, because he is, he's the guy who has the book. He'll tell us what to do next. Yes, it did go well, except for the giant dragon that tried to kill us, but that's besides the point. But we did get the Pure Heart, so we will go visit you and see what else you have to say. So, I am now at this point officially 100% completed, or I guess completed. I am done with my college semester, the worst, or well, probably the worst, but also the hardest semester. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it was definitely a difficult semester. And there is the next Pure Heart, the orange one. This is a true piece of the true Purity Heart. Yeah, so the Purity Heart is the heart that is made up of 8 of the Pure Hearts, because the Purity Heart was split, so it could be protected. And yeah, they're talking about how she was one of the people who wrote the Light Prognostics. So that is an interesting little tidbit. The Light Prognostics was written to counteract the Dark One. The Dark One was made. They don't know where the Dark One came from. It just existed. But the Light One was written to counteract the Dark One. So it kind of has less power if you think about it that way. And what's this guy doing? What are you, me? A girl fell out of the sky. That's odd. It's raining girls now? What kind of world is... I don't know. Okay, so supposedly a girl fell out of the sky, and we might as well go see who it is. But yeah, college was very, this semester is very tedious overall, and I'm glad it's now over with. It was very stressful. There was tons of projects to do, and I need to work for next semester on organizing my time schedule a little bit better. But anyway, yeah, I'm now on Christmas break, and it's quite nice to be home, relaxing, chillaxing, getting all cool, shooting some b-ball out by the school. But either way, we're at the 3rd floor, right below the tower, and wait, that dress looks familiar. Peach? What are you doing here? You should be in Castle Black. Though then again, she did leave Castle Black, so I guess she ended up here somehow. How? I don't know, but who cares?
Oh.
Well, at the moment, who cares? Princess Peach. So this is the princess that Count Black kidnapped. Yes, she is. Well, probably. Though then again, she's probably used to it. She always gets kidnapped. Shivering uncontrollably. What could be the problem? She's cold? I know. Mario, you must go to the chef named Saffron. Saffron City? So yeah, a warming and revitalizing recipe for this poor girl. So his solution to making Princess Peach less cold is go to a cook and get food. I don't know, I guess that makes sense. I mean, there's not really anything wrong with it. But it's like, all she is kind of... I guess she just... I guess she could be in a state of shock, but... more than likely she's just unconscious and just needs to wake up. I guess it's no different, though, than cartoons when someone is knocked out and, they put a spicy pepper or something to wake them up. I guess it's not much different than that. Either way, though, so, what can I talk about on my way to Saffron? Well, well, I told you I was playing Pikmin 2, and I really am liking it now. I mean, I liked it before, but I'm liking it a lot more. And there's something interesting about the Pikmin games. The Pikmin games, Pikmin 2 is a sequel to the Pikmin 1, but, actually first let's talk to Saffron. Maybe. Come on. Welcome to the Sweet Smiles. Oh, sugar, our dishes will turn that little frown right upside down. What? A friend of yours is out cold? Oh, mercy. She sounds like she needs some spicy soup. You can tell that just by the fact that she's knocked out. That's kind of a very, generalized guess. But anyway, we need a fire burst to make spicy soup, but I already have a fire burst, so now we can make spicy soup. And yeah, Saffron is similar to Zest Tea and Taste Tea from the other Paper Mario games. She can cook one meal for you, and it will make food. And so, and unlike in the other game, I think there are a lot more recipes in this game that cooking the item makes a lot better than the original item. A lot of the ones in TTOID, there wasn't a ton of that. I guess there was a few, but either way. So yeah, we got our spicy soup. We can go give it to Princess Peach. So that should wake up our sleeping beauty of ours. So Pikmin 2. The one thing that's really interesting about Pikmin 2 is it's a sequel, but it's quite a bit different than Pikmin. I mean, it uses the same mechanics. It uses it's the same kind of gameplay, same kind of mechanics, but it adds so much that it makes it feel quite a bit different. In Pikmin 1, your whole goal was worrying about the time and getting stuff done in time and managing your time. In Pikmin 2, there's not as much worry about time, and then you have the whole cave aspect, going into caves. And you have 2 people instead of 1, and there's more types of Pikmin, and they both feel like entirely different games. Like, they're in the same series, and they have the same gameplay, but I almost, they're really quite different. It's similar to, like, Zelda and Okami. Okami is definitely a Zelda-esque game, but it's not exactly the same. It has similar gameplay. That's almost what Pikmin and Pikmin 2 do, but they're in the same series. They're quite different. And I like that. Oh, and Princess Peach is up. Not that I care, but the most delicious thing. I haven't had a dream about such tasty food in ages. And I love the voice acting for Mario in this game. I mean, it's Charles Martinet. He's great anyway, but they always put it at really funny times, and it's just him going like, "Hey," or "Don't know." Very, very short and very just funny inserts of the voice acting. Anyway, yeah, we're explaining to Peach what exactly is going on, and we're wondering exactly what happened to her. But yeah, I want more. I wish more sequels were like that. That they were similar to the game, but they changed up more. I mean, as much as Galaxy 2 is great, it really is, very, very, very similar to Galaxy 1. It's more of just an expansion on Galaxy 1, really. I don't know. How do I know? I know less than you do, probably. But, yeah, it's really interesting. And I think more sequels should do that. Again, Galaxy 2 is great. I really like it, but I like the fact that Pikmin 2 feels like a different game. Now, that could be a good thing and a bad thing, though, too, because this game is essentially, a lot of people don't like it because it's different from Paper Mario, from the regular Paper Mario series, a little bit too much because it changes the genre. But, I kind of like that better than TTOID, which was basically the same game as Paper Mario. Not that either of them are bad. I mean, TTOID is great, too. Anyway, Merlin is telling us about Merlee. Merlee is where the next Pure Heart may be. She has a mansion. And Merlee is also in the other Paper Mario games. And again, all the wizards in this game actually have a lot more importance than in the other games. Well, 2 of them at least. But even so, most of them have a little bit more importance overall. In the first 2 games, they were just kind of there as extra helpers if you need them. And then there was the whole aspect of, it's interesting, Merlin is not like a guy, it's more of a profession. Like, Merlin always has the same profession, Merlee always has the same profession. Merlin in the first game was always looked like the same guy, but he wasn't. The Merlin TTOID and the Merlin Paper Mario are 2 different people with just the same kind of, I guess, profession is the best way of saying it. Either way, Princess Peach is now on our team, and we got an old key. Which will lead to somewhere in town. But yeah, Princess Peach is now a playable character, and unlike Mario, she can't flip because she didn't learn the flipping ability from Bestovius, but she can float through the air and climb up trees. Okay, no, she can't do the climbing up trees part, but she can float through the air with her parasol, and she can also defend with the parasol, which is actually a very useful move. I never use it, but I should. Basically, you duck, and then you can basically make an infinite shield with Peach. But yeah, you'll have to switch between Mario and Peach because Mario needs to flip and Peach needs to float. Usually I find myself just using Mario because it's easier to constantly be flipping and then just switching to Peach whenever I need to. But occasionally it's nice to use Peach because, again, her shielding abilities are quite useful overall. So our goal is to find the next heart pillar so that we can go to Merle's mansion. Since if we don't go to Merle's mansion, we can't get the next pure heart and we can't save the world, which is sad. Yeah, though, I mean, again, I have the people who like say, oh well, I don't like sequels. They're always the same exact thing. I understand. I mean, I don't mind it. I think that the games are usually good, and you know, there's enough change. Like Pokemon's a good example. It's basically the same thing, but there's enough change to make it still fun and interesting every time you play it. And also a little bit of the nostalgic aspect. I mean, when you play, I mean, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, a lot of people like New Super Mario Bros. Wii due to the fact that it's, you know, it has nostalgia. I mean, it's not really anything new, and it doesn't do anything extraordinarily, you know, innovative or anything, but it's still a fun game to play. So I think we need a balance between those games, personally. I think we need a balance between those that, you know, do the same thing as the games of old and kind of play off people's expectations and familiarity with the series, kind of like New Super Mario Bros. Wii or the Zelda games even at the moment. But I also like the fact that there are games out there like Pikmin that, I mean, I'm hoping Pikmin 3 when it comes out, that it kind of does what Pikmin 2 did. It doesn't, it keeps the basic gameplay, but it changes it up enough to make it feel new. And that's what a sequel should do. I mean, again, I love Galaxy 2. I think Galaxy 2 is personally better than Galaxy, partly because of the environment. The environment that it's in, it's just, it feels a little bit, I don't know, it's hard to explain, because environment really can affect your mood of the game, and I feel like Galaxy 2 did a better job with the environment, personally, than Galaxy 1 did. It made the world a lot more prettier, and Galaxy's world was already pretty as it was. Plus, Galaxy 2 had a little bit, I like the soundtrack a bit better, and I like the power-ups overall a little better. And also, I personally do like linear gameplay. Other people could say, oh, Galaxy 2 was even more linear than Galaxy 1. Well, I don't mind that. I actually like the linearity of games. But anyway, we opened up the next door, and next time we'll be heading over to get to where Merle is. So this has been Mega Freak 400, and I am reminding you that chocolate pudding is not made of puppies.